a man's needs beyond sex.
Whoa!
I feel like women got it out easy out here, man. They got it easy.
Tell 'em.
Because if all you gotta do is, if all you have to worry about is the sex part,
Go ahead.
which is a big deal, I get it. But if there's no demands on you after that, you certainly ain't got it hard as me. You know what I'm saying? In the relationship part. Like, we really got to work hard to figure them out, but are they working that hard to figure us out? Maybe they are. Are there women out there who know how to please their man beyond sex? Now, I went on the Google, right?
Yep.
And I was like, you know what? I'm going to put in how to please a man. And these were the top results. This is crazy. How to please your man tonight. Ways to satisfy a man in bed. That's number 1. Number 2, best sex tips for women. How to please your man. This is how to truly please a man in bed. Like all of them. 5 ways to please a man in bed. And then there's one that says 7 ways to please a man. Nope, that's in bed as well. I did find one of them said how to please a man in. Nope, how to please a man in bed. We still going. I'm down what 7, 8, 9, 10. The surprising way to please your man. It doesn't involve sex. Now this is way down on the list, but they lying saying men like cuddling. It's like what?
Wait, hold on. What?
They said that men prefer cuddling over sex.
Go ahead.
Oh, where's the
no,
meme,
no,
man?
no, no,
Where's
that-
the meme, man? Where's the meme that says
That's not black.
They ain't talking about black men.
They not talking about any man, like a
Get
man.
out of here.
They said that men like cuddling more than sex. Now
More than sex?
I was at Randy's church on Sunday, and your boy KB Keith Battle shouts out
You
to
and
him.
that's your church too.
It's actually
Go
not.
ahead. Let's talk about it.
So you don't come?
I do come there, but I can't claim it right now.
Wow.
I'm not feeling it.
Hey, you heard it
I'm
here
just
first,
playing.
America.
I'm just playing.
You heard it here first.
I'm just playing. The reason I call it Randy's church because like Randy is so like
Involved.
his face is everywhere. That's like his place. That's why I call it that. But anyway, I was at Randy's church. Okay, for effect. Thank you, Randall. And he said that a lot of men are hypersexual because they are under touched. Yes, just regular touch. This article was saying something similar that men prefer touch over sex. I don't prefer cuddling over sex. Cuddling is awesome. Don't get me wrong. I love being close to my girl and being all up on her. She don't always respond like she likes the cuddling part though. Not like it's kind of like, oh, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Like
maybe
you got an alternative motive like that?
yeah, that's sometimes. Or sometimes it's like, hey, I'm doing this right now. In my mind, I'm like, let me do this spontaneously, and you know.
And it gets shot down.
Wow.
No, not shot down. I just don't know.
It didn't go over the way you thought it was gonna go over in your mind.
Yeah, but I'm not disappointed. I'm
Right,
just
right.
like, okay, let me figure this out. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
But but I just don't know how true that is though, as far as men liking sex. I mean, cuddling more than sex. Is that your experience? You like cuddling more than sex?
No.
Right. What about you?
You don't like cuddling more than sex.
Randy said to me, oh, no.
What?
Go. Your turn.
Do you like
Single
cuddling?
man, Christian single man.
Yeah. Oh, we know. He knows a lot.
You know, you all about the guts.
For single
He
man.
knows about the guts.
You need a gut check? We'll go give you a gut check.
Clean them out.
Hey, Willie Smile.
Clean them out, clean them out.
Oh, no.
Clean them out, clean them out.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
Go.
I'm on the same line as George Shrub in the comment section.
What'd he say? What'd he say?
I'm confused. We need more than sex? Question mark.
Give
Give me them draws, and I will take care of the rest.
Really? Like that?
Basically.
Oh, man.
Well,
Yeah.
well, look.
Go ahead.
I put a list of things, and I want to hear from you.
Go ahead.
And you know, we have time to do this, so
Go ahead.
you know, I asked you guys to give me 5 things that you would want from your woman beyond sex.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Just to let the ladies know that it's just not about sex. I mean, a lot of it is about sex. Don't get me wrong. I mean, sex is a wonderful thing. I think that wives and girlfriends. Well,
Go ahead.
okay, let me be correct.
Go ahead.
wives because you should be married, right? No, but really, I think women should explore and understand why sex is so important to men, and not look at it from the perspective of media who always trying to exploit us with sex, but just why it's important to men. Anyway, but the 5 things you want beyond
sex.
Beyond sex.
Yes.
You got your list?
I do got a list.
But I want to start with Will.
Go ahead, William.
So this is more of a things not to do.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Don't interrupt.
Don't interrupt. Wait, what? Don't interrupt what?
When I'm talking. Don't interrupt.
Just you.
Okay.
Period. Okay,
Yep.
go ahead.
Okay.
Don't interpret. That's not what I said. Don't set the relationship standard.
Wait. You just give me,
You know
don't
you said-
interpret. Don't interpret. That's not what I said. You mean her trying to say what she thinks that you are saying?
So a lot of times
That's
when
what you mean. Next.
Yeah.
Say, no, I was just playing.
No,
I was
no,
just,
no.
I was being funny. You interpreted what you meant. That was the joke. All right, fine.
I'm glad you did it. Number 3.
So don't set the relationship standards on what your friends are doing or thinking. Don't talk out of turn. Speak when spoken to.
Whoa.
Let's see a
Go
wild
ahead.
boy.
Keep it
man.
real. Keep it real.
Don't-
Keep it real.
He a
Keep
wild
it real.
boy,
And y'all keep asking why he's still single.
Oh, wow.
What is wrong with William? Ta-da.
Keep it real, bro.
Go ahead.
And don't have me repeat myself. Listen better, do better.
Whoa.
I like it. I like his list.
There we go.
5 things that you should want if you don't want sex.
That explains it all, America. Punching boom.
Go ahead, Stu, baby. 5 things you want beyond sex.
5 things that I want from my wife beyond sex.
Beyond sex.
All right, here we go. Love. Friendship. Communication.
Oh, wow.
Equality. And respect.
I've been to your house. That's a no. Oh, man.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
that's my list.
Oh, man.
You want to go? You want me to go?
Go ahead.
Okay, my list. Number 1, be beautiful, right? So, like, I noticed that, like, my wife goes to work, like, mwah, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry. William, you're getting come for right now. Go ahead.
Oh,
Go ahead,
no.
go ahead real quick.
No,
Go
go
ahead.
ahead, get him.
Okay, Will. I'm praying for you. What cave did he come from? He will be single for life. Will needs to go to bed. Oh, man.
This is like one after the other, so listen.
Looks like you're talking and interrupting.
Oh, man. Oh, you hear that? Oh.
Whoa,
So good.
whoa. Okay, I'm gonna go.
Yo.
It was actually Randy that interrupted again, but you know.
No, not you.
It's
I'm
all
talking
good.
about-
I'm just playing.
I thought, oh,
I'm just
my
playing.
God.
That was cool. Anyway, so I was saying, be beautiful. My wife goes to work looking great. You know, I know that women that get dressed up to go out with their friends. Hey, be beautiful for me too. I'm not saying that doesn't happen in case my wife is watching. I'm just saying, I like that beyond sex.
Okay.
Be me centered. So not like it gotta be all about me. But I don't know if you feel like this. You got kids. Don't it feel like your wife's mind is constantly on your kids? You know what I'm saying? And she's very keenly aware of what they need and where they need to be. But when it come to you, like it don't feel the same.
It's
It don't,
like leftovers.
leftovers sound so cheap. I know that their
But you wanna
minds
say
are,
yes?
No, because I know that their minds are a lot of women's. I know my wife's. Her mind is
All
geared
women.
to-
All women.
Okay.
Go ahead.
You can say
it.
My
I'll
wife's
say it.
mind is geared toward them kids a lot. You know what I'm saying? And the world really comes up in her mind.
Right,
I just want to know that you're thinking about me. You know what I'm saying? I'll be
And God forbid they're working outside the home.
this man.
The pressure, the stress is so real for y'all
You
women.
having a hard time. Oh, wow.
Just come on back to the house.
Okay. Actually listen. Want your woman to actually listen. You know what I'm saying?
So we have 2 of those.
Hear what you got to say. Okay. Believe in me. Believe in me. Even when it looked like it ain't going the way that we thought. Still express some belief in me.
Okay.
And finally, talk to me like a boss. And I don't mean like, hey, girl, I'm the man around here talking about that. But you know what I'm saying? Talk me up. You know what I'm saying? Talk me up a little bit. That feels good. That's
There you go.
beyond sex. That's
Go
awesome
ahead.
for me.
That's nice. That's nice. Okay.
Go ahead, Randy. What you got?
Extra sensitive.
I will
He
say
didn't make
that,
a list.
He didn't. He like, I'm getting everything I need. She buys me flowers.
Oh wow.
She carries me to the room.
There's a strong undertone.
Oh no, paints his nails.
There's a strong,
Undertone.
and a strong
these
undercurrent
rainbows.
that is saying that I have a feeling I'm in touch with my feminine side.
Wait.
whoa.
Let me say this
Alicia
before you
Keys.
go.
That
You
is far
are-
from the truth.
No,
ladies
you
and gentlemen.
are in touch with your feminine
I'm a very
side.
masculine
You
guy.
are masculine.
I need to defend myself now.
No, you are masculine,
because people
man.
are saying something about me that ain't true.
Who is people?
Who is people?
These Negroes on the panel, America, I'm gonna let you know, I'm a boy. I'm a man. And I'm gonna be a man. So with that being said,
Okay,
ahead.
put
Hit
your
the
list.
list.
I'm gonna
Put
say,
your list down.
I'm gonna say that I like for my wife to ask me questions. Not so much say
Really? You like that?
no, because she'll say, you don't never say nothing. And I'll say, well, you don't never ask. So it's like, if you want to know something about me, ask about it. I'll say that I like, in line with you, like, I like when she gets her hair done and gets and looks nice. That's like, dang, you fresh. Like, that's all right.
Yeah, go ahead.
I like when my wife prays for me and actively prays for me.
That's a big one, man.
Yeah.
For me, that is. For me, that's absolutely huge.
And I like,
but I need to know that she praying for me, right?
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Like,
And I like to
pray
know
for you silently today.
Right.
Wow.
And I like
Appreciate
an acts of service. Like
Uh-oh.
if because I'm normally I cook in the house, and sometimes if I'm working extra jobs or something, she'll say, "Don't worry, I got it." Or like, and that's what any of stuff that's going on in the house, she'll say, "Don't worry, I got it." I think that speaks volumes to me. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh wow,
Wow.
That's a good one, man.
Yeah, man, you did good.
Yeah, you said that you said that you like her to ask you questions. Yeah. Like you mean about you or just about anything?
About show interest in what's going on. Like, let's say if we
Wait,
come home from
with
the
you
show
or just in general?
with me. So
Okay,
let's say if I
yeah.
come home and she says, "How was the show?" Like, oh, let's talk about it. Because
Yeah.
sometimes she may be doing stuff with the kids, and she might not like, oh, okay, let me tell you what happened. Or like if I'm having something going on at work, and I talk about something that's bothered me at work the day before, and she'll have a follow-up question the next day and say, well, what happened? How did that go? What happened? How did you deal with this?
Yeah.
How did that make you? You know what happened? Like actively like being my friend.
Yeah.
You
What
know
if
what
she
I mean?
What if she giving you advice at the same time? How does that feel? What you should do is this. How that feel?
I think I would respect it because my wife has a real smart corporate acumen. Like her like tackleness in the workplace is like it's pretty unmatched. So I'm like, okay, go to the email and say hi, say it like this.
Okay.
Like we kind of actually like had feet off each other like that. You know, we both have had experiences where we had to, pretty put stuff in like some terms where we could like clap back in the business sense. And we both helpfully kind of like tactfully like say, you should say this with the email. Like so like we'll like so do this with the email, like and it's vice versa. So
Is there anything that is like you would be like, okay, be cool?
as far as like her giving me advice,
Yeah. Randy, you should have shot that differently. You still take that.
If she said,
need to jump out your work.
Like,
You need to shoot that different. You should be doing this.
Edit it wrong or something like that.
You should be doing this.
turn the camera
if
this
it-
way.
If it's my specialty, no, I would say no, honey. That's not right.
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 If it's not, if I felt like if it's not her lane, then I would be like, I'd be like, no.
So you do want her to stay in her lane.
I want as far as if it's dealing with my specialty,
Right.
I think that's with anybody. If you know what you're doing right, and like somebody is like saying, I think you should do it like this. I'm like, nah, it's not. It doesn't go like that. Because then you got to explain why it shouldn't go like that and different concepts
But
and all
see,
that
I'm
stuff.
But they have a fresh eye. maybe.
Well, not all the time. Some people's eyes is a dead eye. But
Dang.
but my point I'm making is more you centered. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm getting questions asked, it is not like about talking to me. It's about you like giving me your opinion. That feels different. That doesn't feel like you're listening to me. It feels like you're just trying to tell me what to do.
Yeah.
No, I don't.
Personally.
Right.
I would say there are times it may seem like that. I may get, but I think that may be sometimes me, maybe being too defensive, in a sense. But at the same time, at the same time, I think each scenario is different.
Yeah.
You
Sometimes it's cool. Sometimes sometimes it's like let's be cool, baby. Like,
Yeah, I sometimes definitely I'll say this. That's not what I'm saying. Yeah, we definitely have had that conversation.
Yeah.
Like, and she'll say, "Well, I'm not gonna say anything else to you." Then I said, "Well, that is fine with me."
But see, the only reason I'm saying that is because the whole be me centered thing. Like, I really do feel like sometimes I feel like sometimes it's cool for it to be like, let me see what's up with him, and let me make him feel good about who he is and where he is. I think a lot of men really, in all actuality, want that.
Charlene. Charlene hit on a nerve here. For
big
y'all,
time.
I know.
What she said?
Men are big babies. Wah.
Oh, she's single too. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Charlene ain't got no man. Thanks for tuning in.
Charlene, listen, you're a little bit stereotypical there, Charlene. Because let me tell you something, we all go to work tired and sick. Trust me.
We're smoking too.
Oh, William.
Hey,
Stop it.
Hey, look,
Charlene.
look.
Wow.
Toya said Will lying. She said do your list over again.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Whoa.
Somebody who know William? Oh.
Maybe.
Oh! Okay, on that note, well, thank everybody for tuning in tonight. Hey, guys, thank you. If you shared, if you commented, if you told us where you're from, hey, we appreciate it. Do y'all know that we all know that we get a lot of comments from you guys on At The Husband Show, but as well on WHUR, like we get some of the most comments, guys, so I want to applaud you for that. Thank you.
Thank you so
for
much.
interacting with us like that. It's good for us. It's good for WHUR. So I really appreciate you commenting. You didn't get to call in, but that's cool because I know you're watching on your device. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for sharing. We thank you so much for supporting us. Why? Because we
Love it.